Can you handle the truth with Too Cool Chris?
Mother. 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock in the morning. 7 o'clock. What do you do if it happens to you?
So let me give you the story first. Prime Minister, I'm reading this from Eyewitness News. Big up to Kenton. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit, that's Dominica's Prime Minister, announced that Dominica had entered into an agreement with the United States to facilitate third country refugees to be sent to Dominica to mitigate scenarios where the United States cannot return these individuals to the state of birth or origin. So he's quoted as saying, in our discussions with the State Department, there has been careful deliberation of the need to avoid receiving violent individuals or individuals who will compromise the security of Dominica. This has been acknowledged and well received by the State Department. So this is, as Jagged said earlier, this is potentially someone from Iran, maybe facing political persecution, who somehow got themselves into the US, and the Trump government wants to deport them
back to,
well, they can't go back to
Iran,
to Iran in this case, and he's persuaded Dominica to accept them.
Antigua as well.
And Antigua,
but
as
I
well.
know it's not about Dominica and Antigua,
and we know nothing about that.
They have absolutely no cultural link,
So,
no
is there
hereditary link.
Is there like a organization or a center or something that when you take them and you drop them there, then they're taken from where you drop them by the people who are in this center or institution, whatever, and they learn the ropes, or they put them up, or they house them, or how does it work?
I mean, look, like, think about it, right? This could be, as you say, could be somebody who maybe doesn't even speak the language.
This is it,
right?
So
maybe, who knows what skills they have, whether the skills could translate to them finding themselves work. But to start from scratch is very difficult.
Exactly.
On top of that, imagine a country, in this case Dominica, spending money to try and provide this person with housing, maybe some sort of education so they speak English, whatever it is to make them self-sufficient. Obviously there's going to be citizens of Dominica who are going to say, but hang on, I don't have a house.
Yeah.
And you just come.
I don't have skills to get a job.
That reminds me of something.
How I mean, like, politically, how is that going to be acceptable?
It can't.
I mean, look, I'm not against receiving refugees who are fleeing somewhere, but in this case, the US obviously has far more capacity
to deal with it,
to deal with these kind of issues.
What happens if they deport some persons from wherever and they send them here? And them who come here,
would we accept that?
Would we accept that? That is my question.
And there's still no guarantee you get your passport. It's not like this says, all right, visa waiver for Dominicans. You just have to go and apply, and they tell you, you need $500,000 in your bank account,
right?
And therefore,
but here it is: you send an Iranian guy to Dominica, knows nothing but Dominica, can't speak the Queen's English.
There's no Iranian population to talk of in
Dominica, but he get everything. Meanwhile, me who in Dominica,
or worse, he gets nothing.
Oh, he gets okay. Oh, right, yeah,
and he just becomes
another
homeless, another.
Yeah, that's it. So make that make sense. Would we accept that here? Would we do that here?
We open the phone lines. Let me hear what people say, man.
Yeah, you saying you see he has issues with somebody? Okay, he's a Russian.
I think we have to start asking ourselves some questions, even in relation to what's it called? CBI. Is traveling to the US worth being their little
guinea pig?
Oh, huh?
Guinea pig?
Puppy.
I was gonna say B word.
Puppy dog.
The little
yeah. Is it worth being their little puppies? Their footstool. Thank you, Genie. Is it worth it?
Nah, they can tell me come here and get to go really.
Oh, Mansa Charles says, what if the US says they'll pay house them?
They're not.
Yeah.
Though. Why would they? I'm trying to get them off my expenses, not pay more.
So why would I add them on?
Critics Jones says we go put them bally so, but I mean that ain't cool. Kelroy Sutherland says bullied for visa.
Precisely.
My thing with this though is that your visa's still not guaranteed.
Yeah, exactly.
They could still say
they could
no.
Still refuse.
If they said, look, you know what I mean, all by birth, Antiguans, Dominicans will have visa access to the US. Maybe you have something and you could conjure up the benefits and the but when they could still reject 90% of your population
and with your money.
Is this really about Dominican officials traveling?
I think we have to be very careful.
Is that what this is about? Like
not to allow the US to just keep swinging their stick.
But how do you stop them?
That's the biggest stick in the world.
Yeah.
The biggest stick in the world is what? That we can't go to their country? Well then screw it.
Go to Venezuela.
Screw it. I mean, no, where does it stop? If you keep doing it, where does it stop? They want to dictate how you're making money as relates to CBI. They want to make sure they have the economic advantages of where you're buying products from, right? They come into Caribbean waters, they start a war in what was traditionally a zone of peace. Well, from different perspective. At what point, I know they want to say, well, look, we don't want these people, so you're going to have to take them. Why?
How do you stop them?
What I got to do with me?
How do you stop them?
When does it stop?
If you put baby oil on your face, they come for it. So,
well,
how do you stop them?
It is a different case. But
no, but just saying in relation to oil. If they know you have oil.
Oh, that kind of oil.
Yeah. Well, in relation to oil.
I thought I meant Diddy.
Yeah, Diddy.
Sorry.
Oil in general.
Just oil in general.
You oil on your skin to come and the walk with you.
Somebody says maybe the Dominican and Antiguan agreement is to help lift the visa restriction US had imposed on them recently. Bully into submission, I guess. Yeah, that's what it is.
Morning. Yeah. Morning. Hello. Hey, morning.
Look, listen, when us CARICOM gonna start to go some and stand up to this bully called the US?
Stand up how?
I mean, there's so much ways they could. If they lose the US, if we rely on the US for tourism, right? That's all it is.
All right, but how exactly would you like us to stand up?
Man, there's ways they need to.
Well, I'm asking you, what are the ways? How would you like us to stand up?
How about agriculture? Guyana just became self-sufficient in the Caribbean. They don't rely on nobody. How about we use Guyana as leader of CARICOM for them to help us, the island. If we lose the US market with tourism imports, how about we pick up China as some other place? America rely on China.
All right, but you still haven't actually said what you want us to do to the US.
I think
they need to figure it out.
You can't really do anything to them, but you could almost say like, well, you can't do anything to me. And
that's the difference. They can.
You see, if they want to cut off the
if
cruise
they
ships
think the
and
biggest
the this and the that, and they give you a black name, so no cruise ships coming, your tourism drop, bang, right there. That's the first nail in the coffin.
No, but I mean, I understand the sentiment. I'm sympathetic to the sentiment, but tell me exactly what you would like us to do.
I want to know, what could we do?
What do we do?
That's what I want to know. What could we do?
First thing you do is you take away this stick the first stick that they keep waving, which is access to them.
Okay.
With a travel ban.
No, I'm not saying a travel ban. If they keep saying, well, they keep waving this threat of, well, you can't come.
And what?
Screw your 50 states, man. I don't care.
All right. Morning.
Why do we care that deeply?
Morning, because everybody wants to decide to go in states. Morning.
Morning. Isn't that funny that people that live in the US, they didn't want to call and tell them must boycott the US, and they live in the. I asked them if they're going to come back home in 7 to plant, to do agriculture, to boycott the US. No matter where I take it, we need the US dollar to survive right now. The whole region need the US dollar.
And if there's nothing much right now that we can do to actually punish the US because they don't really need us.
Is the US dollar worth people coming here having to maybe resort to crime to survive, who have no
but on that part we could stand up to them on that and say, look, we don't really take it. We take him, but at the end of the day, it's easier to say that we could just boycott the US, but it's not as easy. It's not something that you could do directly right about now because there's so much invest in tourism throughout the region.
You think if we deny the deportees that they want to send, that they'll be okay with that?
I don't think they would be, but we can. I mean, at the end of the day, Antigua and what do you call it, Dominica, they were doing a CBI program, and maybe the US has them in a grip towards that because they could say, well, you know what, you have been sending criminals up to my country due to selling passports to them, so they could actually use that as a stumping ground. But we haven't yet sold passport yet, so they can't really hold us to that. To say, well, okay.
The issue with issue with that is that the US also approve of they sell passports, but they also approve whoever gets the CBI passports here.
That's true, but just the fact that just saying that boycott them and go back to self-sustainability. Like Guyana have oil, Trinidad have oil, them countries have oil. We don't have oil.
The Guyanese oil is really US oil.
We don't have oil, so how can we?
We have oil. We have cooking oil. we are coconut oil. We are coconut oil. Look, man.
It's difficult.
It is difficult, and the long and short of the story, which is the harshest reality ever. Ain't much we can't do nothing. We can't do
I think we could. I think there are things
what
I would say.
All right, stick up in. Let me go to these commercials and then we'll come back. Stick up in there. Stick up in there. We'll come back and we'll hear.
Remember, Captain Lanos is open. If you're looking for quiche that's just made in right amounts of oil, Captain Lanos has got it. Sausage rolls glazed with a little bit of honey, just for you. Yeah. Captain Lanos has got it as well. So check out the Captain. He's open. He's ready to serve you.
When we come back, we want to hear how could we fight back against this.
I see that being so difficult, but we'll come.
Amidst the shells, the sounds, the excitement of the season. Find joy. Give joy this Christmas. Only with Hot 97.1. 7.1.